Are you struggling with an illness no doctor can explain? Do you feel spiritually drained or physically weak despite all efforts? Sometimes the most powerful cure isn't in medicine, but in the words of Allah. In this video, we reveal 2 short surahs that the Prophet Muhammad Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam recited daily for protection, healing, and strength. When recited at Fajr and Asr, they become a powerful wazifa for both body and soul. Don't miss this life-changing secret from the Quran, especially if you or a loved one needs divine healing. Let's unlock this spiritual remedy together. 1. Introduction to Quranic healing. Islam teaches that the Quran is not just a book of guidance, but also a divine cure for the hearts, minds, and even the body. Allah has placed healing in His words for those who truly believe. When a person recites the Quran with sincerity, belief, and reflection, it impacts the soul deeply, bringing peace, strength, and sometimes even physical recovery by Allah's will. Many scholars and righteous people have experienced relief from illness through consistent Quranic recitation. It serves as a form of spiritual energy that uplifts and purifies. Especially during hardship, turning to the Quran brings light to the heart and hope to the weary. While medical treatment is important, spiritual healing from the Quran should never be neglected. It complements physical remedies and strengthens trust in Allah. Thus, approaching the Quran with belief in its healing power is the first step toward both recovery and deeper faith. 2. The 2 powerful surahs. Among all the chapters of the Quran, Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas hold a unique place when it comes to protection and healing. These 2 short yet powerful surahs were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam as a divine shield against all forms of harm, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual. Surah Al-Falaq seeks refuge in Allah from the evils of creation, darkness, witchcraft, and jealousy. It protects the body and soul from external dangers and unseen forces. Surah An-Naas, on the other hand, seeks protection from the whisperings of shaitan, which can affect our hearts, thoughts, and even our health through stress and anxiety. Together, these surahs are known as Al-Mu'awwidhatayn, the chapters of seeking refuge. They were frequently recited by the Prophet Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam for healing and safeguarding. Their consistent recitation brings peace, safety, and divine healing, making them essential in every believer's daily routine, especially during times of illness. 3. Time of recitation. The timing of recitation plays a powerful role in maximizing the spiritual benefits of any Quranic verse. The Prophet Muhammad Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam specifically emphasized reciting Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas after the Fajr, dawn, and Asr, afternoon prayers. These are 2 spiritually sensitive times of the day, when the soul is either beginning its daily journey or entering into rest and reflection. After Fajr, the heart is fresh and the mind is clear. Reciting the Mu'awwidhatayn at this time surrounds you with Allah's protection throughout the day. After Asr, as the day winds down and night approaches, reciting these surahs shields you from any evil or harm that may affect you in the unseen. These 2 times are also moments when angels are present and changes in the unseen world occur. Reciting the surahs at Fajr and Asr turns these moments into shields of divine mercy and healing energy for the believer. Method of recitation for healing. The method of using Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas for healing is simple, yet deeply spiritual. Begin by performing wudu, ablution, and sit in a quiet, clean space with full concentration. After offering your Fajr or Asr prayer, Recite each surah 3 times with reflection and sincerity. Once you've recited them, blow gently over your hands. Then, place your hands on the area of the body that is in pain or suffering. This practice mirrors the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, who would recite these surahs and blow over himself for protection and healing. This action is not just symbolic, it's a demonstration of placing your trust in Allah's words and His power to cure. When done consistently and with belief, many have found relief from headaches, body pain, anxiety, and even chronic illness. Healing comes from Allah, and this method opens the door to His mercy and shifa, cure. 5. Prophetic practice. The practice of reciting Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas was a daily habit of the Prophet Muhammad, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, especially in the morning and evening. He would use these 2 surahs as a shield against all forms of harm, both visible and hidden. According to authentic narrations in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, the Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, would recite these surahs, blow into his hands, and then wipe his body, starting from the head down to the feet. What makes this practice so powerful is that the Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, despite being protected by Allah, still turned to these surahs regularly, teaching us the importance of seeking Allah's protection even when we feel safe. He taught his companions and family to do the same, especially during illness or distress. By following his Sunnah, we not only gain spiritual protection and healing, but also earn the immense reward of reviving a prophetic tradition that brings us closer to Allah. 6. Quranic reference. Allah clearly mentions in the Quran the healing power of His words. In Surah Al-Isra, verse 82, Allah says, "And we send down from the Quran that which is a healing and a mercy for the believers." This verse highlights that the Quran is not only a book of guidance, but also a spiritual medicine. The term shifa used in this ayah refers to a cure, not just for physical ailments, but also for the heart, mind, and soul. When believers approach the Quran with true faith, its verses penetrate deep into their being, removing spiritual blockages and restoring peace. Many scholars explain that this verse affirms the Quran's ability to heal both the internal and external conditions of a person. So, when we recite Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas with belief in Allah's promise, we are tapping into a healing force that transcends the material world and brings real relief. 7. Spiritual and physical benefits. Reciting Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas offers both spiritual and physical benefits that go far beyond what the eyes can see. Spiritually, these surahs protect the believer from evil whispers, jealousy, black magic, and the unseen harm caused by jinn and shaitan. They cleanse the heart, calm anxiety, and bring a sense of inner peace, especially when recited consistently during Fajr and Asr. Physically, countless believers have testified to feeling relief from headaches, body pain, and even long-term illnesses after regularly reciting these surahs with conviction. When you combine faith with action, like placing your hand on the affected area and reciting, the heart opens to Allah's mercy, and healing begins from the inside out. These surahs are not merely words, they are divine protection, spiritual light, and healing energy sent directly from Allah. For any believer struggling with illness, this simple yet powerful practice can be life-changing. Insha'Allah, may Allah grant you complete shifa, healing, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. These 2 surahs are a divine gift, so don't let a day pass without reciting them after Fajr and Asr. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Pious Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. Your one share could be the cure someone else is searching for. Ya Allah, bless every viewer with good health, strong faith, and endless mercy. Comment Ameen below if you believe in Allah's healing power, and may that intention bring you closer to recovery, inshaAllah.